Good morning everyone. Today we are going to discuss about essential biology and biochemistry. Biology is derived from the Greek word bios means life and logio is study of. Cell theory is cell division, DNA copied into new cell. Homeostasis, internal equilibrium. Biology is a natural science concerned with the study of life and living organisms, including their structure, function, growth, evolution, and distribution and taxonomy. Biology generally recognizes the cell as the basic unit of life, genes as the basic unit of heredity, and evolution as the engine that propels the synthesis and creation of new species. Atom, it goes to molecule or compound. It forms organelle, organelle to cell, cell to tissue, tissues to organ, organ to organ system to organism. Let me tell again, cells to tissues, tissues to organs, organ to organ systems to organisms, organism to population. Cell is the most basic unit of structure. You can say cell is the brick of the body. Classification is the grouping of living organisms according to similar structure and functions. First, and early Aristotle grouped animals according to the way they moved. எப்படி சொல்றதுன்னா பறப்பவை பறவைகள், நீந்துபவை மீன்கள், நடப்பவை animals, like that. The modern classification by Carolus Linnaeus, Carolus classification 7 levels. That is species, genus, family, order, class, phylum and kingdom. There are 5 kingdoms, we can say it all. Monera or single-celled organisms that don't have a nucleus. That's bacteria. In bacteria, 2 types, good and others. Good is beneficial, found in yogurt. Others can cause as sick, that is pathogenic. Second one is fungi, or usually motionless organisms that absorb nutrients for survival. They include mushrooms, molds and yeast. Third one is protists, Protists, protists are mostly single cell organisms that have a nucleus. They usually live in water. Some protists move around, while others stay in one place. Examples of protists include some algae, paramecium and amoeba. Then plants. It contains chlorophyll, a green pigment necessary for photosynthesis, a process in which plants convert energy from sunlight into food. Their cell walls are made steady by a material called cellulose and they are fixed in one place. Plants, there are 3 types. One, flower producing plants. Second one is fruit producing plants. And third one is non-produce fruit or flowers. Animals, most complex organisms on earth, divided into 2 groups, vertebrate and invertebrate. Invertebrate include mammals also, some amphibians, reptiles, birds and fish. Animals are multi-cell organisms, eat food for survival and have nervous systems. When we come to biochemistry, biochemistry is study of 4 types of molecules. One is scientific discipline that seeks to explain life at the molecular level. Nucleic acid, carbohydrate, protein, lipids. A thorough understanding of each molecule's physical structure and Chemical reactivity helps to lead an understanding of how molecules cooperate and combine to form large functional units and ultimately their intact organisms. Introduction to biochemistry. In biochemistry is the study of the chemical process in living organisms. It explores the structure and function of cellular components such as proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, nucleic acids, and other biomolecules. It involves various aspects including pH, fluids, and energy requirements. The atom is made up of protons, neutrons, and electrons. An atom donates an electron to become a positive ion or gains an electron to become a negative ion. Groups of atoms form molecule or compounds. A molecule consists of two or more chemically combined atoms. A compound is a pure substance consisting of two or more different chemical elements that can be separated into simpler substances by chemical reactions. pH is a measure of acidity or alkalinity. It is measured on a scale of 1 to 14 with pH 7 being neutral. A pH value less than 7 is acidic. A pH greater than 7 is alkaline or basic. The pH of body fluids must remain relatively constant for the body to maintain homeostasis. Water is the most abundant substance in the body. Adenosine triphosphate ATP is the main energy storage molecule in humans. It is important for nurses to know about the essential nutrients that the body needs and how it uses them, because lack of nutrients or a disruption of the body's chemistry can lead to illness or disease. pH of saliva is 6 to 7, stomach acid 1 to 3, pH of urine 4.5 to 8, pH of semen 7.2 to 8, pH of bile is 7.6 to 8.6, pH of pancreatic juice is 8.0 to 8.8, pH of blood and CSF 7.35 to 7.45. Neutral. On the pH scale, 7.0 is considered neutral. It is neither acidic nor alkaline, basic. pH stands for power of hydrogen, and the scale measures the concentration of hydrogen ions and hence acidity or alkalinity of a solution. The scale is numbered 0 to 14. By convention, P is always a lower case letter, H is always a capital letter, and the letters PH are always before the number. That is, it always play pH 7.0 or pH of 4.5 and not 7 pH. The strength of the acid or alkali changes by the factor of 10 between each pH value. Therefore, an acid pH 4 is 10 times stronger than an acid of pH 5. It is difficult to eliminate acidity or alkalinity simply by diluting. It must be neutralized by adding an acid to alkali or vice versa. pH வேல்யூ வந்து எழுதும் போது எப்போவுமே pH 7.0 pH 4.5 அந்த மாதிரி தான் எழுதுவாங்க. இப்போ ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் நீங்கள் வேறு ஏதாவது மெஷர்மெண்ட் இருக்குல்ல, ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் இப்போ ஈவன் நம்ம மெஷர்மெண்ட்டில் வந்து பிபிஓ டெம்பரேச்சரோ பல்ஸோ எழுதும்போது per minute எழுதுவோம். பல்ஸ் வந்து 70 per minute, பிபினா வந்து 120/80 mmHg. இந்த மாதிரி அந்த மெஷர்ஸ் எல்லாம் பின்னாடி எழுதுவோம். ஆனால் பிஹெச் எழுதும்போது இனிஷியலாக எழுதிடுவோம், முன்னாடியே பிஹெச் 7.0 அப்படின்னு எழுதுவோம். எஸ்பெஷலி ஏபிஜி செய்யும்போது, ஆர்டீரியல் பிளட் கேஸ் செய்யும்போது பிஹெச் பார்ப்போங்க. அப்புறம் யூரின் அதிலெல்லாம் பிஹெச் வரும். அந்த பிளட்டில் இருக்க பிஹெச்னால் மோஸ்ட்லி ஐசியூவில் ஒர்க் பண்ணவங்களுக்கு தெரியும். நீங்கள் ஐசியூவில் ஒர்க் பண்ண போகும்போது உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். பிஹெச் வேல்யூ முன்னாடி தான் போடுவாங்க. பிஹெச் 7.0, பிஹெச் 3, பிஹெச் 4.5 அந்த மாதிரி. Second, increasingly acidic. Any pH less than 7.0 is acidic, and the further away from 7.0, the stronger the acid. That is, an acid with pH 2, such as lemon juice, is much stronger than an acid with pH 4.5, such as tomato juice. Increasingly alkaline or basic. Any pH greater than 7.0 is alkaline or basic, and the further away from 7.0, the stronger the alkali. An alkali of pH 13, such as oven cleaner, is much stronger than the alkali of pH 10, such as antacid tablets. Third one, stomach acid. pH 1 to 3, a highly acidic solution in the stomach. It contains a lot of hydrochloric acid, HCl, which is very acidic. HCl acid is secreted by the parietal cells in the stomach and is vital for breaking down food during digestion. Saliva. The pH of saliva is slightly acidic, normally around pH 6 to 7. It is generally a clear secretion formed mainly in the parotid, submandibular and sublingual glands. It is lubricating, cleansing, antimicrobial, excretory and digestive functions. In blood, the pH of the blood is slightly alkaline. It is tightly maintained within the range pH 7.35 to pH 7.45. Enzyme activity in the body may be affected if the blood pH falls outside this range. In the body, the blood is a buffer solution. This means that when the body is functioning normally, the blood can counteract very small changes in pH. In certain diseases, the blood pH can drift outside these limits, and the body will then attempt to bring it back to normal. If the blood pH deviates too far outside this range, many vital functions such as renal filtration and respiration may be adversely affected. If the blood pH is not corrected, a patient may eventually fall into coma. Cerebrospinal fluid, CSF, has a very similar pH to blood. It is usually a clear fluid produced by the choroid plexus to protect the brain from infection and trauma. Pancreatic juice. A pH between 8 to 8.8 makes pancreatic secretions one of the most alkaline body fluids. This is a clear alkaline secretion of the pancreas secreted through the pancreatic duct into the duodenum and contains enzymes that aid digestion of proteins, carbohydrates and fats. The high concentration of bicarbonate, also known as hydrogenocarbonate HCO3 ions, helps to neutralize acidic gastric secretions produced by the stomach. Urine, the liquid waste secreted by kidneys during urination, micturition via the urethra. The pH of urine can vary quite dramatically compared to other body fluid depending on diet and metabolic state. It can range between pH 4.5 and 8.0, but in Western populations, it is usually acidic around pH 6.0 due to diets high in protein. Urinary pH fluctuates according to the time of the day, and in normal physiology, it is usually slightly more alkaline upon awakening, moving closer to neutral pH as the day progresses. Acidic urine can contribute to the formation of stones, renal calculi, in the kidneys, ureter, and or bladder. Semen, a mixture of sperm and seminal fluid. It usually has a pH 7.2 to 8.0. The seminal fluid provides a transport medium and nutrients for sperm. Bile, with a pH 7.6 to 8.6, bile is a slightly alkaline fluid, usually brownish yellow or greenish yellow. Bile is secreted by the liver and concentrated in a gallbladder. It enters the small intestine via the bile duct. After a meal, especially a high-fat meal, the gallbladder contracts and discharges bile. Bile helps digestion by emulsifying fats and maintaining the alkalinity of the intestinal contents. The main constituents of bile are conjugated bile salts, cholesterol, phospholipid, bilirubin, and electrolytes. This is all about introduction to essential biology and biochemistry. Thank you so much.